about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking.
But that's why it's only business. It was really, away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him, right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my stuff.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is to a degree. Now, like, and when I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I'll spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there.
Jay-Z is suddenly back in the headlines as a new lawsuit drags his name into the growing storm surrounding Diddy. And 50 Cent isn't letting up on anyone connected to the chaos. Tensions are heating up fast. Diddy's legal situation keeps expanding, and now his team is trying to push the case years into the future. A new indictment suggests there could be far more people involved than anyone expected, making it clear this saga is nowhere near the end. Meanwhile, Cassie has officially confirmed she's ready to testify, and her voice carries major weight in this case. With so much unfolding at once, it's time to break down which celebrities are being pulled into Diddy's legal hurricane and how each one is getting caught in the...
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. Stop it. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, like, let me take a shot. See? Damn. They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what's going on there. Because he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we gotta hang out now. Like, hang out. Yeah. He said, I don't know, maybe I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you could give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's Puff. He wasn't like in the closet. He was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like the
50 Cent has unexpectedly become one of Diddy's biggest obstacles, refusing to stay quiet as he calls out every suspicious detail tied to the mogul. During a recent podcast, 50 claimed that Meek Mill showed up wearing matching outfits with Diddy at a party, the same event 50 had turned down after sensing something wasn't right. According to 50, Diddy first invited him on a private shopping trip, but he immediately declined, saying the offer felt strange from the start. Meek, however, accepted the invitation, thinking the connection would elevate his career. Instead, the moment has now resurfaced and is drawing even more attention than he expected.
2016, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. You understand?
Right.
And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us.
One was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
He ain't show up.
He had like 20 now. He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. He got them shit. He's like drinking. His picture thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
Absolutely, been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur.
16 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like They don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like
Jay-Z isn't escaping the spotlight either, as his name keeps circling back into the conversation surrounding the controversy. For years, he and Beyoncé have maintained a long-standing professional relationship with Diddy, a connection that 50 Cent and various industry commentators often highlight when discussing the deeper problems within the hip-hop world. Some observers even speculate that Jay-Z and Beyoncé's bond with Diddy stems more from high-level business alliances than personal closeness. With all three moving in the same elite circles, investing in similar ventures, and appearing at the same major events, it's no surprise that Jay-Z's name continues to resurface as the situation around Diddy grows more intense.
Anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the
50 Cent appears fully committed to calling out anyone he believes is connected to Diddy, and mentioning Meek Mill and Jay-Z is only his opening move. He's made it clear that he plans to dig even deeper into the network of relationships surrounding Diddy's circle. According to 50, this is just the first wave of names, and he's prepared to bring even more alleged connections into the spotlight as things unfold.
Shout out Def Jam, be the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No.
Hamas supporter. Okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Looking back at the crowd that surrounded Diddy in the early 2010s, it's noticeable how many people have since distanced themselves, despite once appearing extremely close to him. Artists like Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher were regularly spotted at events with him during that era. Then in 2018, Trump's National Doral Golf Course in Miami was temporarily shut down following a shooting involving Jonathan Audi, who later alleged he had been mistreated and manipulated during his time around Diddy. As more information continues to surface, the number of people who crossed paths with Diddy during those years keeps prompting new questions and speculation.
Combs is facing new accusations of human trafficking as he awaits his federal trial. In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son, Christian Combs. There, he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles-Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles-Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals, including Jacob Arabo, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, and Beyonce Knowles-Carter, are identified as witnesses due to their presence or knowledge of the events surrounding the freak-off orchestrated by defendant Diddy. Wow. And freak off, of course, is something that we've heard many times before, both in Combs' criminal case and other civil cases, to describe these prolonged sexual episodes, usually with sex workers. But Manzaro is suing Sean Combs. He is suing a man named Eric Mejias. He is suing Brendan Paul, who's been described in another lawsuit as Sean Combs' drug mule, Emilio Estefan, who is married to pop superstar Gloria Estefan, and Adria English, who filed her own lawsuit against Sean Combs, claiming she too was a victim of sex trafficking. By the way, it's interesting he's not suing these other celebrities that I mentioned, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Gloria Estefan, possibly because he doesn't believe their alleged liability amounted to a civil claim, but seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to.
A new civil lawsuit has now brought Jay-Z, Beyonce, and even LeBron James into the conversation, claiming they were present at a Diddy-hosted event where a man says he was mistreated. The accuser, Joseph Monero, alleges that in 2015 he was drugged, taken somewhere without consent, and harmed as part of what he describes as a coordinated scheme involving Diddy and several others. These allegations are still moving through the legal system, and nothing has been proven, but the case continues to expand. As investigators dig further, more names could surface, fueling hopes that anyone found responsible for wrongdoing will face proper accountability.
To discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But
Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true? You really heard that? What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read? What? I don't know what you're talking.
Just rappers who've shown unusual connections to Diddy. Several major Hollywood figures have been mentioned alongside him as well. Celebrities like Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez have long been rumored to be part of his social circle, which is why their recent comments are drawing renewed attention. Talk surrounding Will and Jay allegedly attending Diddy's exclusive gatherings has circulated for years, even becoming the subject of late-night jokes from Jimmy Kimmel. Will never address those rumors at the time, but the fact that he's speaking up now shows he understands that anyone publicly linked to Diddy may eventually get pulled into the larger legal conversation as it unfolds.
Throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drugs. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people to feel like you would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on the separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what is that?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on
Unlike many people who once moved in those circles, 50 Cent insists he has nothing to hide and no questionable past tied to Diddy's events. He claims that plenty of Hollywood insiders knew exactly what was going on at those gatherings yet chose to attend anyway. 50, however, says he intentionally kept his distance, making it clear he wanted no connection to anything that seemed off. According to him, staying away wasn't accidental. It was a deliberate choice to avoid a lifestyle he never wanted to be associated with.
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Kiki D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
So look, like you had the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
I don't have a support system.
Another major name getting pulled into the conversation is Leonardo DiCaprio. While he's often in the headlines for his high-profile relationships with younger adults, what's drawing attention now is his reported appearances at several of Diddy's well-known gatherings. These sightings have sparked a fresh wave of questions as the situation continues to evolve and more details come to light.
That you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle. You weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way you would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out because with his family, like maybe it's a criminal situation.
Right.
A little early, and it could have been the same lobbyists and the same people that use their connections to make that happen for Puff.
Is that kind of why you was going hard on him the last couple years? Is it because of the liquor situation? Because to be honest, since the situation he's in now, it's kind of like You fell back. You fell back on him. Was this all over the liquor, or you just said?
Well, most of that was motivation. That was competing,
right?
For with brands, and they was ahead of me,
right?
Because he had been working on Ciroc and stuff like that, and then integrating it into our culture with Coco Loso and different things with different people, connected to it. So, yeah.
Many of these celebrities are reportedly uneasy about what might surface in 50 Cent's upcoming documentary, the same project Diddy publicly acknowledged back in December 2023. With its release expected in the coming months, the documentary is rumored to explore not only Diddy's alleged past behavior, but also the network of high-profile figures who moved within his circle. According to 50, the film won't focus on shallow gossip or surface-level speculation. Instead, it aims to break down how Diddy's alleged operations function behind the scenes, which explains why so many industry names are bracing themselves for whatever revelations may be on the way.
And that's what it up at. You can tell me Pup going away for a long time, bro, but do you not hear the of Meek Mill? Do you not hear all of the shake it off, take that of Will Smith? Can you not give me the oh God of TD Jakes? I just don't want to be in the room where niggas be actually doing this, man, because that's crazy for a real Crip to pull up and be like, yo, my nigga, like, check this out. Like, I really heard Carl Winslow in there. Like, yo, I was like, yo, getting slapped like that. Slap. Who was he? He begging this out like a. Next thing you know, he walk in there and it's actually my mother.
Is Diddy a dangerous man?
Nah, you missed the fact that was my mom. Like, that was Jaguar Wright getting. That's Carl Winslow,
I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade.
Usher, Odell Beckham Jr., Terrence Howard, and Justin Bieber have all been named among the many celebrities linked to Diddy, and the list shows no signs of stopping. Even Orlando Brown, known for his unpredictable history, has repeatedly claimed he knows the inside truth about industry figures who, according to him, live very different lives behind the scenes than what the public sees. 50 Cent has also hinted that some of these men may have sacrificed their values or carefully cultivated images in exchange for career opportunities. Terrence Howard once described this as trading authenticity for fame and success. Now, many of these figures appear concerned that the choices they made years ago could soon come back into the spotlight, forcing them to confront the consequences.
Of Dr. Dawn Hughes. So it's in an exhibit that was filed in this case. And it's called Disclosure as to Expert Witness Dawn M. Hughes, PhD, ABPP. Dr. Hughes is a clinical psychologist and a board-certified forensic psychologist and a leading expert on sexual abuse, interpersonal violence, victimization, and traumatic stress. The following includes the anticipated opinions the government expects Dr. Hughes will offer regarding sexual abuse and victim responses to sexual abuse, coercive control, coping strategies during and in relation to sexual abuse, delayed disclosure, and memory of sexual abuse. Quote, the government expects that Dr. Hughes will testify about coercive control as a tactic of victimization, i.e. the state to process of becoming a victim, and a strategy to gain dominance across a spectrum of relationships. Coercive control often includes a variety of physical, sexual, and or emotional tactics that together function to control the victim. Allegations implicate dozens of unidentified witnesses and alleged co-conspirators around the world, and some of the key witnesses to the supposed incidents are dead. Basically meaning, how can we defend against it? The defense is not even permitted to share the identities of the individuals described in the disclosure letter with Mr. Combs until April 18th, further hampering defense counsel's ability to investigate. Collectively, these new allegations require many months, if not years, to investigate, and if admitted, would require a series of mini trials, certain to double the length of a trial the government originally said would last 3 weeks. So this is an explosive allegation that on its face, I don't